Hello and welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, I am Disco Kitty the Crap Crafter. Today we're going to be testing out another new resin. Tautiy? I have no idea. They claim it's a premium grade. It's a, 1-to-1 ratio. It's huge. It's 64 ounces that I got off the vine. And, yeah, it claims to be all of the good things, high gloss, no smell, suitable for beginners and pros, it's all the stuff that every one of them says all the time. They all say the same thing. And as we know, that last one that we tried, I still have it. This one, remember this one? This one was a few weeks ago. This one, it's good. It's good, don't get me wrong. It's not bad, but it stinks. It smells like the very first resin I ever used like 20 years ago. It was bleh. Anyways, but let's see how this one works. Let's get right into it. Okay, getting into the box, we start with a couple of solid plastic measuring cups with the measurements on the inside. I don't like that for resin. I might use it for silicone. 2 pairs of large nitrite gloves. I like them, but they're really, really big on me, so I'll just use my own. The instructions. Oh yeah, there were some stir sticks in there too. Yeah, I mean, it's pretty straightforward. Straightforward. It's 2-part epoxy resin. I hate these bottles. I really, really do. They're more likely to go bloop, bloop, bloop in these bottles, and I just do not like them. They're not easy to hold. They're not easy to pour. If you want to do small quantities, it's hard to use these bottles. That's really my only beef with this whole thing, though. Anyways, stir. Stir, stir, stir. When you mix, scrape the sides and the bottom often for at least 3 minutes, preferably 5. I like to put it in a warm water bath and blow off any surface bubbles. And then you can see there are some bubbles in there, but it's really not any more than like the Let's Resin stuff. And I have come to determine that it's about the same price for this stuff or the Let's Resin stuff. It's about the same. It's about the same. Now, these inks are gonna give me poplexia, especially that pink one over on the left. That light pink one is about to disappear. Oh, add more, disappear. Add more, and it'll disappear again. But a weird thing happens, and we'll see it later. And this actually happens with both resins, but I feel like it doesn't happen quite as bad with the Let's resin, although that could be that I just didn't put in enough. I didn't do it scientifically. I didn't count out the drops. I should have. Oh well. Going to use a different split pour cup. This one's only got 3 thingies. Well, the last one only had 3 thingies, so I guess it's the same split pour cup. Either way. Gonna do it the same way we did it the last time. We'll put a little bit in, we won't fill it, and then we'll squidgy it and widgy it and pinch it and make sure that the bubbles are out as much as we can, which, there will be bubbles because I'm going to cook this because I want it done quickly because I am impatient. So there will be bubbles, and that's okay because I do that to myself. I do it to myself. Put a little extra in my little side projects and cook it for 3 hours. And look at that. What happened? I know the light is a little bit different, but I don't think it would have made that much of a difference. That pink really, really popped after it cooked. I don't know if it was the resin. I don't know if it was the alcohol ink reacting with the heat. I don't know. But it's kind of cool. I'm not going to remember that either. I'm not going to remember that. But we'll see what happens. Because the next time I use that particular pigment, I'm going to be like, why is it not coming out? Why isn't it pink like I want it to be? Anyways, these worked really, really well. I really, really liked them. And I don't know if I told you, but I finally figured out where they came from. They come from Craft Kitsune. Yeah, there aren't any left on the website, so I can't get them anymore. There's one for sale on Mercury, but I can't get it because it's a local delivery only, and I have no idea where it is, so someday this is gonna rip and I'm not gonna be able to play with it anymore. But anyways, so I totally missed out. So there were some bubbles because I cooked it, but they were the bubbles that I was expecting, just some bubbles that were captured, you know, down near the bottom. You can really see the bubbles here. You can also see the various purples and pinks as the light shines through it. It reacts better with the UV. But yeah, so moving on to the Let's Resin. I've already mixed it. Now let's put some colors in. And you can see that pink just disappears, but not quite so bad. I honestly don't know. I may have, I'm pretty sure I just added more straight off the bat because, you know, I knew how many drops were in the light pink. I don't know how many drops were in the dark pink because it squirted both of them. But, you know, it's good enough. It's good enough. Here's a comparison. The Let's Resin is definitely more opaque in that one on the left, but that could just be me. Could be me. I don't know. Do the same thing in the same order because we want them to look as similar as possible. But even here you can tell that it's a little bit more pink, a little bit less purple than the other one was. But once it cooks, and it's gonna do that thing again, once it cooks, you won't be able to tell the difference. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Ooh, look at that. I don't get it, but it's okay. And here are all 4. It's interesting. I don't know. Here we go, taking it out. I'm going to take it out on super fast speed because you've already watched me do this twice. So, but yeah, I mean, this basically has the same kind of bubbles. It does have slightly less bubbles, as you can see here. There are less, not a lot less, but a little less, and you can see how the UV reacts. And here is where I mess it up. While I'm playing with these, I'm going to forget which ones are which. And then I'm not going to be able to get them together. I'm going to have to take them all apart, and I'm going to have to put them all together, and then I'm not going to know which ones are which anymore. And you know what? That's okay, because they both worked out basically the same. And yeah, I mean, it worked. I liked it. Yeah, camera. Damn camera. Well, that worked out pretty well. And remember, I'm using this stuff. It's a big kit. I mean, it's 2 32-ounce bottles. That means it's a 64-ounce bottle. That's half a gallon. And as far as I can tell, because unfortunately I've been playing with these, and I've been... I didn't mark them, and I should have, or I should have done different colors, but there was a reason why I did the same colors. As I'm sure I've already mentioned. I don't remember which ones are which. But if you look, they're basically exactly the same. They have mostly the same amount of bubbles, including a couple surface bubbles that I didn't get because I just popped it in the cooker and then walked away. But, yeah, I mean, 2 of these sets are the Let's Resin. 2 of them are this Tautiy. I have no idea. We'll just call it Tautiy. Tautiy. Anyways, but it worked really well. And you can see how very, very similar they are. And, you know, that makes me pretty happy. I'm pretty happy with this stuff. I might even get it again. It didn't smell bad like the previous stuff that I used. It comes in a huge container. It was... I'll put what it retails for here. Because I don't remember, because I got it on the Vine, so I didn't pay for it. But I think it was $35. But yeah, whatever it is, I'm pretty sure it's worth the price because it worked pretty darn well. It worked as well as the stuff that I usually use. This is my go-to. That's the stuff I usually use. And we'll see. This may become a new thing. I don't know. Or I may stick with the Let's Resin just because I like Let's Resin brand. But we'll see what happens. But yeah, these came out. They're basically all the same. And I really, really like them. I really like the mold too. I'll put the mold down below if I can remember where I got it. I don't remember where I got it. I'll have to go through my emails. There's no maker's mark. So I'll figure it out. So I'll definitely have the link for this because I know where this is. It's on Amazon. And I'll look for the link for these and we'll see how it goes. But like I said, I really, really like this. It doesn't stir. It doesn't mix quite as well as the Let's Resin stuff, but it cured up pretty much the same. It cured up basically the same way that the Let's Resin does in the cooker. Because I cooked them because I was lazy and I wanted it to be over with. And then of course I cooked the second batch, the Let's Resin batch, and I left it in there overnight because I completely forgot about it. 3 hours is a long time to forget about something, and I had forgotten to set a timer. But that's neither here nor there. This resin works pretty well. I'll leave a link in the description, and if I find these, I'll leave a link for these. But, you know, it all worked really, really well. I recommend it. Go get it. Use it. Don't forget to do all of your PPE stuff, you know, and have fun. So, until next week, stay safe. Oh, look who's here. Oh, it's an Abby cat. Hello, Miss Abby cat. Oh, my beautiful girl. We're having a thunderstorm and she is enjoying the cuddles. Because, you know, thunderstorms. It's the first thunderstorm of the season. I got woken up by it. Started at like just before 9 o'clock. It's very exciting. Very exciting, right? She says yes. Yes. Oh, so pretty. Oh, so pretty. Pretty baby.